Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everyone.
We are back with part 10 of our Ecco the Dolphin Tides of Time.
Yes.
Let's play on the Sega CD.
That we are.
And so we're picking up where we were before on in the Vortex future.
Yep. Especially as we were in a bit of a rut until I realized that there was another exit up here that I'm supposed to take.
Yeah, I know, it's definitely a puzzle that... Oh, I'm glad you did a little research, that's good.
Yep. And yes, you're right, it is a puzzle, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, get up there. There. If you remember, at the last episode we were working on, at the very end, I eventually found that.
Yeah, I think I don't know that they would do this, but I think it would be really cool if, with the remastered release that they're going to do, I think it would be really cool if they either put back some of the beta stuff in the game or let us see some of it.
Oh yeah.
Because I know from that beta we played online that there were these cyber dolphins in the Vortex future.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which I just thought was so cool.
It is.
Because yeah, the question on everybody's mind, what happened to the dolphins? Yeah. Now, I guess you could assume the worst case scenario that in the Vortex future they're gone, because there really isn't much ocean.
No, apart from these water tubes, yeah.
Yeah, just tubes of water, but no ocean to speak of. That I know of. I mean, either that or we're in the sky, but...
Well, I can safely say mankind had really made a mess of this. And the Vortex.
Yeah. Right, considering Defender of the Future is the only Ecco game that makes mention of mankind.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Outside of the Atlanteans, although we don't really know, are the Atlanteans human? I guess we could assume they are in this universe, but we actually don't know. So we actually don't really know how the humans play in this. Do they exist in the Vortex future, or are they all gone too? We actually don't really know. Because I know Ed Annunziata really did not want to involve humans. So I'm curious to find out in when he releases the third game, if he keeps it the story that Ecco is going to help the Atlanteans fight the Vortex. I kind of want to see, well, are these Atlanteans human, or are they some kind of... Because, I mean, I'd be open to that. Like, is this a universe where the Atlanteans are some sort of dolphins or orcas or sea creatures? Or are they human? You know, I'm curious to know. Yeah. We don't know because they were forced to escape into the distant past. Which is why all we have is the remnants of their technologies that they left because they heard the prophecy of Ecco from a constellation, the Dolphinus, I think was what it was called. I don't remember.
Wow. That is beautiful.
Yep, and that's lore that I remember from the first game.
Indeed. That's really cool. I really like the lore of the Ecco games.
Yep, so they left him access to their time machine so that he could use it.
Yeah.
Hence why the comic books acting like the asteroid it's the asteroid's fault that all that happened. I'm like, the asteroid didn't have the time machine, though.
Right.
The asteroid gave Ecco some abilities to be able to fight the Vortex. He did... The asteroid did not provide him with the time machine. He just gave him the information he needed to...
Yeah.
know that he had to do the time machine. So, yeah. I know I say he, we don't really know the gender of the asteroid.
True. Did they even have gender at the time when...
Probably not. I mean, I don't know if the DNA helix is... has any of the any genetics in it. You know, it's just a basic DNA helix.
Yep.
So I'm not sure, because I think it, from that point they build more. I don't remember what it's called. RNA, I guess.
I think so.
Yeah, I think the RNA is what starts to encode the genetic information. I don't know, it's been like a very long time since I studied that.
Yeah.
I'm just impressed that a simple DNA helix can have consciousness all on its own. I think that's pretty cool.
It is.
But it kind of makes sense with, we have two prominent theories that the asteroid works with, and that's, you know, in the beginning all life came from the sea. That's like a big prominent theory in the scientific world. And a lot of people also believe before life forms existed we were all energy.
Yes.
So the asteroid is the first known physical matter in the Ecco the Dolphin universe.
Indeed so.
So it makes me wonder if the creatures under the sea, and especially like the dolphins and the orca, I wonder if they sort of look at the asteroid as like a divine being.
I think they do, actually.
Yeah. While I'm not sure if dolphins have like a unified form of religion, I wonder if they do think of the asteroid in a similar way that we would think of a divine being.
I would say probably
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Because I remember at some point in this game, one of the dolphins says to you that something along the lines as we felt the death of the asteroid.
Yeah.
So it was like something that everybody could sense in the ocean when it happened. So it seems to suggest they all have this connection, this bond with the asteroid. Yeah.
Definitely.
Where they were probably all in a state of mourning, because I know dolphins can mourn.
Yes.
Which is very tragic when you think about it.
Yeah. In a way, something you already knew, dolphins are a much more sophisticated animal than we'd like to think.
Which really, at the end of the day, disturbs me that we've ever kept any of them in captivity, because
yes,
they're acutely aware of being separated from other dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah. unless they were born in captivity, they would be
Yeah.
aware of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Things these days have made me think very deep thoughts about captivity.
Yeah. And I know we've learned a lot of things from doing that,
Yes.
but certainly I would prefer the people who can study them in their natural habitat and do as little intervention as possible.
Yeah.
And I know it's a different case of like when we're trying to help a species repopulate, like with the vaquita.
Yeah.
They had to do that because they needed to make sure they were getting enough nourishment and try to encourage them to mate and make more of themselves, because the vaquita were at a very low number. I have not checked yet to see where we are.
I hope the number has improved.
I'm hoping so. They were cautiously optimistic because they felt like the numbers weren't dropping further at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it was also trying to convince local politicians to care, unfortunately. Because the laws regulating, like, fishermen's, like industrial fishers and stuff like that, really affect the, I forgot if it was krill or what it was, but some kind of, they fish a lot of what the vaquita eat. So since the food was more scarce, and a lot of them, since they're a little bit on the small side as far as dolphins go, so a lot of them were getting stuck or getting captured in these nets. Unfortunately, so which is a similar story to what happens with other dolphins as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Famously, bottlenose.
Yes, the bottlenose dolphins seem to be the most popular and the ones most talked about.
They're the most beloved little guys. Yes.
And they are endangered too and need our help too, but certainly there are, oh my god, so many species of dolphin, and they also need help.
Yeah.
And I guess we're also more familiar with the bottlenose dolphins because they're more widespread, I guess. Whereas the vaquita are in, like, very specific area. I believe the Gulf of Mexico specifically. So. But I'd have to look.
Yeah.
Hence why they have a Spanish name that I believe I read means little cow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting, especially knowing that another name for manatee is sea cow.
Which might be part of the origin of the naming for the vaquita as well.
So they thought they were manatees until we found out that they were actually dolphins.
It could be, because they do look a little unusual in terms of dolphins. They are a little bit on the, like I said, a little on the small side.
Yeah.
They're not quite as long as bottlenose dolphins.
Yeah, certainly not the stereotype that we're familiar with.
Yeah. I know the other dolphin I had symbolically adopted the Pacific whiteback. They look more like what we're typically used to, and they're like a black dolphin, and the top and belly are white, I believe.
Ah,
yeah, they're pretty. They are really pretty dolphins. And the vaquita are too in their own way. They really are.
Well, I trust your words on the dolphin.
I have yet to see a dolphin that I don't like, you know.
Yeah. I still don't know what that one person's problem with dolphins was.
What, the one from the iceberg?
Yeah, that person.
Oh, well, it's because they were holding on too much to the stereotype that we tend to give dolphins, where we treat them like they're these cute, innocent, playful, childish creatures. So during their research of this iceberg, the fact that they read about the quote-unquote dark side of dolphins in terms of, yeah, they can bully other sea creatures who aren't as smart as them. They do tend to do that. And I don't remember what the other thing she quoted was, but they can be naughty. I'll put it that way, I guess.
I see.
But I look at it as, well, first of all, in nature in general, if the animal's higher up in, like, whether it be in the intelligence or physical strength or whatever, they tend to bully the weaker or stupider, so to speak.
Kind of like humans.
And see, that's the thing. Dolphins are very complex like humans, but yeah, she was very much like, oh, my opinion about dolphins have completely changed. She like acted like she hated dolphins after reading that. And I'm like, well, dolphins are complex like people, and you know, and lots of animals do that. I mean, cats will pick on the runt of the litter.
Yeah.
You know, dogs will too.
Yeah.
Lions fight each other for who gets to control the pride. I mean, it's animal behavior.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. It's and they're intelligent, so it's not that weird for them to think that other sea creatures who don't have like this, I guess I could say, this social intelligence that is like similar to ours, this structure, they have a language. Yeah, it's understandable that they would like look at other sea creatures and be like, oh, you're beneath me, you know. Unfortunately, but that's just how nature is, because they don't have somebody teaching them, oh, you know, you have to be kind to all the sea creatures, you know? Like we do. We have adults that teach us that, that, you know, give us a sense of morality, and that's, you know, might not necessarily be something that dolphins really care about. It's a very human thing. You know, it's very ingrained in us to keep our society going, to have a sense of morality and right and wrong.
Yes.
Dolphins might not necessarily need that. So.
Or have a different one.
Right. Or they have a different sense of morality. They look out for each other. They look out for other, like orca, and, you know, maybe show more respect for sharks that kind of have similar social things as well.
Right.
I know this one's really difficult.
Yeah, my memory is a little fuzzy
it's
on...
okay. You got a little bit further, I think.
Yeah,
so.
I believe I have to get up, but the problem is forcing Ecco's way up those little water chambers to get to where I need to go to complete the level.
Yeah. Because I mean, even just thinking about that dolphin at the one place I visited in Japan that you could play with, and how, you know, he was perfectly fine playing with the kid that played with him before me, and then he played with me a little bit. But then, you know what, he decided, I'm bored with this, and then he went off to play by himself by throwing the ball at the wall in a way that it would bounce back to him. So it's just, I feel like I wasn't going to be like, oh, the Dolphin's mean because he stopped playing with us, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just, I think her worldview of dolphins was shattered, and she just couldn't handle that dolphins are more complex than she gave them credit for, I guess. Which is unfortunate.
It is.
But to me, it would be the equivalent of hating all humans if you were like under the false impression that all humans are kind, and then you meet the worst humans in existence, and then you're like, well, I hate all humans now.
Yes.
I know you were laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, it would be like, Hitler existed, so I hate all people now. Because I found that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you took the joke right out of me, my man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As long as I'm allowed to say that name, but I think I am, because I've watched people make videos about the man.
Yes.
And they didn't censor his name, so...
Yeah, I think there's some restrictions on the iconography, but...
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, you have to have that censored.
Yeah, but for educational reasons, I think there's some...
Yeah.
But...
Some liberties, yeah.
Yeah.
Some restrictions, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, heck, I remember the Hey Arnold episode where they had frowny face armbands.
Yes. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And even there were people who liked that man in the beginning because he was apparently very charming.
Ah, yes.
And he apparently did good things for Germany in the beginning, so...
Yes.
So anyway, it's just... There are nuances, people are complex, and animals that have similar intelligence to us are also complex. As I guess the too long didn't listen version.
Yeah. That's okay. TLDR.
Yes, except you're not reading, you're listening, so
right.
It's the TLDL.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Hopefully this is entertaining enough for you guys while we're stuck in this maze.
I feel like I'm almost there.
Yeah. And then we have more.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
Because the Vortex feature is
it's hell.
Yeah. It's very complicated twists and turns where there is only semi-organic matter left, but most of it's machinery.
Only an alien species that goes chrome could think this is a good idea.
Yeah, and in this area, it's empty. Like, I'm wondering, like, the drones don't really show up until you're closer to getting to the Vortex Queen, I think.
Right.
Yeah, which I always found weird. Like, do the Vortex drones even live in this part, or... I was always curious about that, because it's so empty.
Yeah.
But in the beta version, it was also empty, so... I'm like, I guess it was intended to be this empty, but... I did share on the Twitter, I thought it would be cool to have a little more here, since it's so empty, but I have no idea if he read that. I think he does read most of the comments people leave, though. Which is nice. So that's as much as I hate Twitter for a lot of things. I do like that if you're following people you look up to, that's like a good way for... I mean, I'm sure that like the really, really big celebrities probably won't read your stuff, but it's a good way to maybe communicate with the people you like, and there's at least a slim chance they might read what you said.
Oh yeah. Back in ye days, I do remember when Twitter was like that.
I mean, it still kind of is. It's not a complete dumpster fire. It's only a partial dumpster fire. Or it's only mostly a dumpster fire, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
There are some small little corners of it that are still good.
Mm-hmm.
And there are alternatives out there. I just haven't really gone to said alternatives because I don't know much about them. Well, one of them I definitely wouldn't do, but the other one I know about.
Yes.
I don't know enough about it to jump ship.
I don't know what that other place is.
What, the one I definitely wouldn't go to, or the one I'm...
either, but if you feel it's best to discuss this off-screen, we can do that.
Well, the one that I definitely wouldn't go to, I probably should discuss off-screen.
Okay, we'll do that.
But the one that I need to research more is Blue Sky. Because a lot, not a lot, but a few of the YouTubers I watch have moved to that platform.
I see.
But I don't know much about it.
Okay, good. Okay, it's alright.
So close.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't post much on Facebook because there's at least
too close.
There's at least one, if not two, people that I kind of don't want to
right.
accidentally summon. Yeah.
Yes, kind of like Bloody Mary. I'd always believed that was actually a conjuring spell and not a parlor trick.
Right. Well, if you... I mean, I don't know how true or not true it is, but if we're assuming it's true and you do all the steps, some of the steps are awful ritual-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whether I believe you're summoning what the legend actually says you're summoning, you probably are summoning something not very good.
Like, when I read... I didn't even know it was called Bloody Mary, but when I read that entry, and I think it was like scary stories to tell in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
The thought was like, hey, could I like call my grandfather on my father's side, or any of my family members, and have them show up in a mirror? But then when it read about potential dangers, I was like, oh, this is not something to play with.
Supposedly, I think, and I'm not an expert on this because I'm not a practicing Wiccan, but I've read about it. I think there are some similar things where if you're working with a certain if you want to work with a certain deity or a spirit, and sometimes this could be like a loved one that passed on, there is a way to do that, at least in terms of like you want protection, for example, while you're performing a spell, so you can call on a loved one who's passed to protect you.
Right.
Or, if you have a god or deity that you worship, you can ask for their presence, at least in terms of protecting you. How much, you can communicate with them, I don't know. I don't know a lot of how practicing Wiccans actually view that. I just know that I've read about it. There's a lot that I really don't know. One day I think I'd love to be able to have conversations with Wiccans to get those questions answered.
Yeah.
But sorry, it kind of made me think of that in terms of like a safe and more like actual practical use of that's been warped into a we're gonna summon a scary demon because hee hee ha ha. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kids who do that stuff are weird to me. I don't
get it. Waking up the dead is not fun, and
no.
Spiritual activity is not a toy. In fact, that actually...
Alright, perfect. We made it because this is the end of this episode.
Ah, beautiful.
Alright, so
I'm going to take a photograph.
And I was right. Once we get past the first one, we have the password. Okay.
Yay!
So I was remembering correctly. Yay. Alright, everybody. We will see you next time.
Take care,
Thanks
everyone.
for coming. Bye.